every day, one by one, I'm gonna try every recipe of Laura, starting from the very beginning. Come, join me on my challenge. Let's go! Hi everyone! My name is Ruta and welcome to the 225th day of my challenge where I'm gonna try I'm so excited! From what I understand, I'm gonna try a recipe which is kinda like a very quick version of an apple pie. It's called apple crostata, but well, and it looks a little bit different, but not that much. And from what I've seen, it really looks like it will be a really quick version of an apple pie. And I'm so excited because I love apple desserts. So before we move on, I really need to calm down. Before we move on into the ingredients, I want to mention one of them, namely basic pie crust, which you need for this recipe. Now you can buy it in a store apparently in America. I wouldn't know, but I have an already made my own homemade version. I made it. That's my own. It's Laura's basic pie crust, which, as I do have a video how to make it, since then I actually pretty much every single time make that pie crust in advance and then just leave you the link in the description box to that video so that if you're interested, you could go and watch that, and I would make this video shorter. Or, in other words, I could chat in the beginning longer. So anyways, let's go over all of the ingredients and let's get started. We're gonna need 1 unbaked pie crust, 200 grams, that is after peeling and coring apples, cut into chunks, 3 tablespoons of sugar, divided into 2, and 1 tablespoon of flour, half a teaspoon of orange zest, and half a teaspoon of cinnamon. I'll start by making the filling. So I have pretty much all of the ingredients right here, minus the pie crust and the 1 tablespoon of sugar. So I'm gonna take apples, sugar, flour, cinnamon, and orange zest and just mix everything together until apples are coated with everything really nicely. Oh, this totally smells like apple pie filling, which is really good. Okay, so this is done. Now what I want to do is line my baking sheet with some parchment paper. At this point, I'm gonna go ahead and turn on my oven to preheat to 200 degrees because I'm pretty much done. I wasn't kidding when I said that this is quick. So I have a little bit of flour here. I will lightly flour my surface and then roll this dough out into a 23 centimeters diameter pie crust. Okay, clearly this is a little bit bigger than 23 centimeters, but oh well. So now I'm gonna transfer this onto this, and this is always tricky. Now I have flour, how to do it? Oh, this will be so fun. So now I'm gonna take the filling, put it into the center, kind of even it out a little bit, and then I actually want to make sure that look at me, like it's so automatic. Can you imagine me without the ruler in the kitchen? Don't think so. So I will be sure to leave around 5 centimeters empty edge, just because I'm gonna actually fold it onto making what's apparently called crostata. Oh my god, this is gonna be so fun. Okay, as for the folding, how is she doing? You take a corner and then just, oh my god, this is happening! And just fold it onto. Oh my god, this is so cool! This is too fun of a recipe, seriously. Look how cute it looks. Oh my goodness. Okay, now I'm gonna sprinkle the top with the 1 tablespoon of sugar, the very last ingredient I have, and then this will go into the oven for 25 minutes. I feel like this is so much sugar. Oh well. I cannot believe this happened. This literally happened for the first time on my challenge, that I was so excited to try something that I kind of spaced on pushing the record button. So yeah, this happened. Even though you will not see my first bite because, well, it already happened, but you can guess from the amount that's left, it was more than 1 bite. It's so good. Oh my god. Like really, oh my god. This is so good. Actually, I have to be honest. Now I'm even like kind of happy that I didn't press the record button, because I get to eat more of this in front of camera. Is it like a weird thing? I have to think about that and share my thoughts again with you, just because it's something which you could definitely talk about. Like, if someone gave me this, can you imagine how the previous take without the record button went? Quite similarly, like with a mouthful. So before, I mean, I think you already got that this is really, really good. So before I go into more details about this, I actually wanted to mention that I cooked it for 30 minutes, not 25, just because it wasn't kind of browning up enough. And then once before that actually, as you saw, I'm gonna put it to a higher level, I guess I should say, just so that it would brown up a little bit more. And then once I took it out of the oven, I let it cool down for 15 minutes. I cannot do it. I need some tea. You know, just a quick side note. If you see a Lithuanian with a cup of tea in his or her hands, you may be like 100% sure that that person is ready to conquer the world. Like, world can throw at us, whatever. We're ready. Even if you don't press the record button, hey, I have tea, all is good. So I let it cool down for 15 minutes just so that it would hold its shape better when I cut into it. Was that everything I mentioned last time? I think it is. Like, this is great. I have to say, this is awesome. It's totally like an apple pie. Like, the filling is identical. And you make it so much quicker. Like, now I'm thinking, why would I make, like, will I ever make apple pie when I know this recipe now? Because this is seriously, like, the taste is apple pie. The filling is ooey gooey. It's like so really ooey gooey. You cannot just like stop looking at it. And apple pie really takes way longer. Well, it does look a little bit more impressive, but I mean, if you're making it for yourself, I don't think you would make apple pie instead of this, because one more thing. It's so good, really. I'm enjoying apple pie right now, which is quite funny because it's not autumn, but it totally gives you the vibe of autumn. Any dessert is better with tea. I'm so Lithuanian. So, what did I want to? Oh, about the sugar. So, I kind of touched upon a fact that it might be a little bit too sweet, but you know, by this time, I'm kind of revoking that because it's really great. Like, it's not too sweet anymore for me. It's super. But the only other thing I wanted to mention is about the amount of sugar you sprinkle on the top. As you saw, it kind of made a mess. Like, it went on parchment paper, it went on the pie crust. So I'm thinking next time I will make a 2.5 and half a tablespoon. In that case, I think that will be just the right amount to sprinkle it on top. Actually, you could just put all of it like into the filling, mix it, and like not bother even with sprinkling, but I don't know. I like following the rules. So anyway, this is great. I really love it. Really. Oh, sorry about that. Well, I might as well. I mean, like, this is the second weird take. So if you want, go and check the original recipe by Laura there. The written recipe you will find in the description box down below in both American and the metric system, of course, as always, which looking into the description box. I mean, if you like apples, if you like apple desserts, if you like apple pie, you have to try this recipe. Really, try it. So thank you so much for watching and being with me, and I'll see you soon. Bye!